They have long foretold the return of the mountain spirits. They have said that they would cleanse the desert, and that the weak would fall under the teeth of dogs. But they never foretold of this. We had no idea that we would become their prey.
From the creators of Duke Nukem comes Prey, the first adventure in the saga of Talonbrave. Everything you have ever known about the laws of physics and gameplay is history. You're going to the other side. Enter the portal and you'll find folded space, impossible geometries, insane interactivity, unbelievable speed. Step through the portal and into the most dynamic environments ever possible in a computer game. 16-bit radiosity for the most realistic lighting you've ever seen, and bone-based animation for the smoothest moving characters in any game. And Multi-Prey Gaming takes the thrill of the online kill to levels you've never experienced. Prey from 3D Realms and GT Interactive. Kiss your mind goodbye.
And Prey, of course, being it's a 98 game and being it's a 3D accelerated game. Now, I see Prey in front of me here. Could you give us a little walkthrough?
Yeah, I could show you. Let me just tell you a few things that make Prey a little bit different. Basically, what we're showing here is sort of a little technology demo. I got a firearm weapon there.
Oh, wow.
What's kind of cool about Prey is we're using what we call portal technology. It's a different way to break up 3D geometry. And let me zoom over here. And I'm going to do something that's kind of cool. I'm going to create a dynamic portal, a hole in space. I don't know if you can see that, but it has no height, no width. It's not really an object. It's just a tear in space. I can go through it, turn around, there it is, and I can close it like a window shade. And I'm somewhere else. Now that's something that has never been attempted before. But
usually have the wavy door, you don't really see beyond.
But
right?
yeah, and what's going on here is actually physical rip in three-dimensional space. I mean, this is truly mathematically a 4D engine, but our engine programmer's got to explain it because my head explodes if I try to get around that. But what that gives you play-wise is it gives you the ability to imagine opening a portal to a level on a different server on the internet. Being able to set a send and receive port you can create in a deathmatch game, so you can like create your own areas where you jump around.
And bounce back and forth between each other's areas, for instance.
And what we're actually able to do is our portal technology means our environments are completely dynamic. They are basically 100% real time. And if you just zoom down here, here's a little thing that I got to show you. There's a little guy over here who's going to jump over here. You notice we have a reflective marble floor.
Yes.
Which is absolutely beautiful, and it reflects the character. The thing is that no other game to date has been able to do this without a speed hit. Because of the way our engine works, no speed hit whatsoever. I mean, we're running this right now, and it's probably 45 to 50 frames a second on a 166 with 32 megs of RAM and just a standard 3D effects card. So we're pretty confident that we're not going to just require all this hardware for our players to play.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of other things that we're working on, but basically the key point with Prey is we're really trying to take a different approach. And we've been pretty excited by the reaction we've had. We've sort of have in the back room here because we just want to give people a little taste, and people come away kind of blown away. And we're just completely jazzed.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, and I can't believe that I'm still conscious after 3 years of doing this. I love it. It's great.
Well, E3 is the place to be. Well, thank you very much, Paul. Really appreciate the walkthroughs and some of the information, and maybe we'll have a bigger interview with you and a couple of your developers later.
Great. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. 1 year later, we're meeting with Paul about Prey. Now, Prey's made some great advances over the past year.
We think so.
I'd love for you to show me what you've got over what we saw last year. It looks just awesome now.
Oh, thanks very much. Well, yeah, I'd love to show you some stuff. We've come leaps and bounds. We're probably about 80 to 90% done with our technology. And man, it's a lot of work starting from scratch. But what I hopefully can show you is some things that will kind of educate the people who are watching your show about what makes our game a little bit different and what kind of gameplay they can expect that they've never seen before. So let me go right to my monitor and let's just blast right in here. Now the first thing you should do is ignore this environment I'm running around. It's something I built and not one of our mappers, but it's a good educational tool. Last year you guys learned about our engine is using what they call portal technology.
Right.
Oh, cool, I blew that up. And portal technology is sort of a fundamentally different way to work with an environment. If you noticed, I did some things there. I blew up a little rocket ship. I blew up a platform. Any quality 3D engine can do that. That's really not that spectacular. But last year we were talking about all of our geometries handle real time.
So the explosions. Wow.
Yes, but in just a second, bam.
Wow.
That's some things that we don't think other games can do.
Knock down the actual set, as it were.
Yeah, we can. These are utterly destroyable environments.
Oh my!
Imagine the gameplay ramifications of being able to change a multiplayer level like that. And let me show you another thing right here that's kind of cool about that we can get in our environments that you probably won't see in other games. Using our portal engine, which is basically holes in space that connect different geometric areas, we can achieve areas of what we call hyper-realism, which probably have 20 to 30 times the polygon count that you might see in like a Quake 2 engine. And if I look right here, look at the detail in this living room.
Right.
And it's running at super fast speeds on a reasonable machine. You can go down even to the beer can.
Wow,
even
so
that.
The detail's much better.
Oh man, and it's fast, it's wonderful.
It is.
Cruise over here, turn on the fan.
What are you running on for a hardware platform?
Right now, this is a 266,
Yeah.
and it's a Voodoo 2 card. So it's a pretty good system, but it's not an out-of-hand, like, psychotic demo system.
Right.
We really believe to show our demos in something that the player will probably actually have. But you've also heard a lot about portals. Well, let me show you two things that will hopefully change you, hopefully, and get some players really excited about this game. Portals, I explained, are kind of holes in space,
right,
connecting different geometric areas. Here we have our intrepid character, Talon Brave, in the game. He's sort of in a bathroom with a gun. Don't ask why. I zoom back, it's actually a portal into a different environment.
Wow.
But like our geometry that's dynamic, our portals can be handled dynamically.
Oh my.
And I think your viewers can probably...
That is amazing.
I think people with some good imagination can start to think of the gameplay ramifications that you can get by having rips in space that you can move around like that. And I'm going to show you something.
Even three-dimensionally, so we're not even talking an up-down sort of...
Oh, no, it's arbitrary, whatever you want to do. And what's cool with portals is they're only one side. It doesn't even exist on this side. I turn around, and to show there's nothing on my sleeve, I'm now in the bathroom. So for this next little trick, I think you'll like this. If people out there are multiplayer fans, this should have great interest to them. Kind of ignore the level. It's just a little demo level, but it's really nice for showing this off. I drop something here, move over, face this way, drop it again, and I look around. I've dropped two things that look like little mines.
Right.
I activate it. Zoop. I've created a dynamic portal where I can actually see myself. And what gets even crazier here,
you can shoot yourself.
I can shoot myself and splatter my own blood on the wall. So it's pretty cool. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you, because I know you guys are trying to fit a lot into this show.
Absolutely.
Will hopefully give you a nice sense of what some of the environments players might see in Prey, and also one of the cool weapons that we have. We're really pretty passionate about this game, not only as a technology platform, but also for something that is really going to get players excited about the story and the world.
It seems even more immersive, even with your variable geometry of the buildings and things falling down and falling apart. That's real life. It's not like, well, that wall's invulnerable, I'll just keep shooting at it.
Oh, absolutely.
You could be in a glass room environment and basically put yourself in danger if you don't shoot correctly.
Well, one of the things that we believe really firmly game design-wise is players really should be an agent for change in a game. That's what we really like to do. I mean, kind of put in layman's terms, people want to run around and shoot guns and blow things up.
Absolutely.
And the more that you can allow them to do, I think the more fun they'll have. And just running through there very quickly, I think you could get a sense of the scale of our environment.
Absolutely.
But let me change weapons here and to kind of end things out, show you a really cool... Okay, since you're wondering about that, the first fire mode of this weapon is pretty neat. It's just a little, very accurate weapon.
Sure.
Fire mode 2 is heinous.
Where is it? Whoa.
It's the tactical nuke weapon. I think you can see why we're really excited about Prey.
I think so.
And I hope the people who watch this show are just going to be drooling for this game. We're gonna give
I'm
them
already drooling, so what can I say?
Cool. Well, thanks so much for visiting us.
Thank you very much, Paul. I'll see you soon.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
From the high desert in the great American Southwest, I'm Art Bell, and we're going to start the night by opening up the lines. And I can already tell you folks it's going to get very interesting. I'm getting some reports of strange lights in the sky from the Oklahoma area. Our affiliate in Oklahoma City is telling us that the state police, get this, are reporting mysterious lights all over the area.
I want those bastards dead. All of them. Whatever it takes. I want vengeance.
If this is the path you are determined to tread, so be it. But there will be consequences. All your life you have rejected the ways of your ancestors, the beliefs of your people. Now you must embrace your heritage if you are to survive.
We will add your strength and knowledge to ours. You will become like us.
I came here only to kill you.
You wired me awake and hit me with a hand of broken nails. You tied my lead and pulled my chain to watch my blood begin to boil. But I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break gonna break my rusty cage and run.
Kill you! Finally tracked me down, huh? Somebody shoot this motherfucker!
Gonna break my rusty cage and run.
Get out of my way!
Target has teleport capability.
He's right behind me! Kill this son of a bitch!
Grab wave enabled. Target is escaping. Secure device enabled.
No, wait! I pay double, triple! They're using
looking for their bones, and it's raining ice picks on your steel shore.
Homing rockets enabled.
I'm gonna break mine. Gonna break my rusty cage.
Target identified.
We're inhabiting his shoes right now. What is this world we're in?
This world we're in it's this world called Exodus. And at the very beginning, the player wakes up on this planet, has no recollection of how he got there. The reason we're doing this is we want the player to encounter the story at the same time as the main character. Now what we're doing here is we come into this bar, we found an ambient target. This guy's wanted dead or alive. It's kind of our choice. This target's fleeing. We're going to see where
Pulling
he's
out
going.
a gun is a pretty good way to send that guy running.
We're just trying to get him to surrender peacefully, but no, this guy's just being a jerk, taking off. So we're going to try to take him down, throw some electric bolas at him, which will wrap around the target.
If you can hit him.
Yeah, if you get him.
Oh, there it is, nice!
So he's wanted dead or alive, and so we could, well, I guess we decide to kill him.
That
blow him away.
Guess we know what choice that is. And so you've got like a little augmented reality thing going on there with the targeting system and calling up the file on the target there. Is that just sort of so as you're exploring you'll I'm sorry, what? Is that just him being cheeky? I mean, was that guy giving him guff?
We've got a morality system in the game. If you want to play like a jerk, you can play like a jerk. You can run around. There's a lot of ways to interact with people. You can go up and shove people around if you want.
Shoving them off a cliff is
you can
definitely
threaten them, pull out the gun and threaten them, and you might get information out of them. Or,
might get information or money or something?
We're going to take a mission here. We're going to go talk to an informant. And because this particular mission, we don't know where the target's located, but we know an informant who has the information. So we're going to head over to the informant and get that information.
Do a little research.
Yeah, exactly. Like a bounty hunter, tracks a guy down. You don't know where he is. You talk to accomplices and all of that.
You head into a seedy bar,
Exactly, yeah.
Now, that we caught a brief glimpse of that dude before he was executed and collected the bounty. He had non-human legs. That was not a human. Are there any other humans besides you running around this world?
Well, at the beginning of the game, you don't think there are other humans, but you do run into Tommy from Prey 1.
Oh, really?
So
Tommy made his way here?
He is a character, yes. And that's kind of part of the story, kind of part of the mystery of what's going on with the game.
And now is it just one predominant alien race?
There's a ton of different races throughout the game.
Oh, very cool.
So this is really cool here. So we're going with the combat is a little different in Prey 2 than it was in Prey 1. We call it agile combat. The idea is you can slide to cover, pop up from cover, vault from cover. You can shoot while doing all of it. It's very fast, fluid, it's very accessible.
Yeah, that was smooth. I mean, you had some cover and then slid right under it, ba-bam.
We've spent a lot of time on it. It's working out really, really well.
And does that sort of, one obvious comparison is to Mirror's Edge, a game in which, mantling, jumping up on surfaces, stuff like that was the main focus, but you guys that's just part of your game here.
That's part of the game.
You've got gunplay, and it's first-person platforming basically that's going on right here.
But what we did is when we were designing the movement system, because that's one of the first things we wanted to do is expand that. We went through, designed it, but we wanted to make sure it was integral into every other part of the game. So the world is designed very vertical, so you have a lot of places to climb. The combat is integrated with it, so you slide to cover, pop up from cover like we saw. It's all nice, neat package. It's awesome.
Now you're talking about that vertical world, and we've actually got questions coming in from Carl in Chicago, wondering about just the size of the world and of this city that you can explore.
So the size of the world is very large. The world we've created it's a tidally locked planet, which means one side faces the sun, one side faces away. Mm-hmm. This area here is in the middle in kind of this perpetually dusk area.
Okay.
So this is a very large city we're in here, but we get to go to other areas. We get to go to kind of a brighter side, a darker side. There's a wide variety of environments here.
Nice to be doing a little bit of travel.
Yeah.
Around it, and within each area, this is a pretty wide open space for
it's a big space.
Protagonists to jump around.
A lot of places to explore. We created mechanics to let you get around easier too. The player has hover boots, so you can hover around this world. We can climb up really cool ways. We want to make something really awesome in order to climb down.
Does he have any similar gadgets for climbing up, or is it just sort of his own nimble abilities that get him up there?
He's got really nimble abilities to climb up. We're not going into all the gadgets yet. There's only, in the demo we're showing at E3, there's about 7 different gadgets we're showing. The full number is well over 20.
Oh, wow.
And they're really split up in a few different categories. There's gadgets that help you with stealth, gadgets help you with going in guns blazing. You want to go in and just blow a bunch of people away. You've got shoulder-mounted rockets and grenades and all this awesome stuff.
And we saw the gadget, the Bolo, in use earlier for catching and subduing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll catch another glimpse as we pursue the target through here. Now,
actually, this is one of my favorite parts. This is really cool.
Yeah.
So he found the target. He's going to go into the nightclub to take the target down. What he can do is he can go up behind one of the target's henchmen and take him hostage. So you can actually use this guy as a meat shield if you want to. So he's going to use him as collateral, as a meat shield, and go in when he approaches the target.
And this guy's giving you a little lip, too.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I imagine he's not very happy about the situation.
Not at all.
What he has, how many, is that like 3 eyes on a side?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got 6 eyes total.
That's a cool design. Oh, God, where did his head go?
Sometimes meat shields don't last very long.
You know, but at least that wasn't your head, right? We've got a question from Amr in Cairo. We got hover boots, and we're talking about locomotion, getting around a lot.
Yeah.
Any vehicles that are going to help you do that?
There are no vehicles in the game.
Okay. I was picturing, something like in the Fifth Element, that Chinese food truck that sort of comes up to the window, because you got a lot of vertical space.
There are vehicles that fly around, but you don't get to drive them.
Okay.
So there's a part actually in this chase, where the target can teleport. This is one of the unique abilities of this target. You need to find a crazy way to take this guy down, because when you try to wrap the bolas around him, they don't work on him, because he can teleport out of them.
And he's leaving little mines?
He's leaving mines, yeah, so you can teleport away.
Oh, wow.
But in terms of vehicles, there are trains in the world. You can leap on the trains and go across the trains. It's kind of dangerous, but that's one way you can get around the world. He's trying to wrap the bolas around the target, managed to get away from him.
That teleport move is wild.
So then here he's going to flip to one of my other favorite gadgets. These are the shoulder-mounted rockets. And it's awesome because you can use the gadgets at the same time as your weaponry. So you can just go blow a whole bunch of stuff up. That guy's limping away.
And we've got a question from Timothy. He's obviously interested in the gadgets and the guns you've got available here. Any kind of shops or home base where you go spend the money you earn from bounties?
Yeah, there are vendors throughout the world. Vendors that sell black market goods, vendors that sell weapons and gadgets and upgrades. So there's a really deep upgrade system. So if you say you prefer to play stealthy, you're going to pick obviously more stealth gadgets. So you're going to want to upgrade those more. You'll probably get rid of the more blow everything up type of gadgets. So you can stick with those.
Because you're streamlining it.
Yeah. You can customize it to the way that you want to play.
So here's a question: how would you say you were taking a stealth approach to earlier? You wouldn't have taken a hostage. Would there be an alternate route in? How would you play that stealthy to get in there and get close to your target?
Well, you'd identify the target's on the second floor, so you'd probably try to find a way in, climb up, find a way in and try to take him by surprise. Try to take him down quickly before he can activate all of his henchmen.
And that looks like a handy little gadget that just saved you from getting shredded by that horrible alien gun.
That was a deployable shield, which you can drop, and it lasts for a brief period of time. This is another awesome one. It's called the anti-gravity grenade, which will pull a guy up from behind cover for a brief period of time. You can go and blow him away. Here are the trains I mentioned.
You just teleport through the trains? Man,
Blair, I need to grab the trains and climb up.
Nice. You get the sense that, you're jumping on trains, you're climbing up walls, you get the sense that you're this, you can go a lot of places. You have a great freedom of movement.
It's very fluid, there's a lot of freedom. So he pretty much corners the target. This is another awesome thing. A lot of the missions have choices in them. So you'll take a mission, and like this one, the target said, hey, I'll pay you more money if you let me go. So you've got an option. You can screw over your original mission giver and let this guy go. We're going to play and be a little bit more, we don't want to screw over the mission giver, so we're going to just capture him and send him to the client.
And there was an option there to interrogate versus send a client. I mean, you've clearly got him imprisoned in this sphere of immobility and pain.
Yeah.
And you're just sort of, what kind of information might you get out of him? Information about another
story,
another bounty? Oh, about
exactly.
story.
Other bounties, maybe where he's hidden some money or some items and so forth. So you run the risk of killing him. if you interrogate him too much. So if
Okay.
the target's wanted alive, you want to be really careful about doing that. That's why we didn't interrogate him too much. We sent him to the clients in order to get paid.
And you just kind of, boom, teleport him there. Oh, God. This guy is not happy about something you did?
No, he, the brother of the guy that you just captured is angry, so he's sending a heavy hitter to try to take you down.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting. There is a 3 p.m. meeting in TranStar Conference Room A to greenlight research and development plans. Please confirm your attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Cybertron. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment.
Good morning, Morgan. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
This is Morgan. The year is 2034. I keep having this dream. I'm just staring into the black between the stars. There's something there. I know there is. I can't see it, but it sees me. It sees everything. You know what I'm talking about. Or you will soon. This is Morgan. The year is 2035. Please listen. This isn't a dream. It's a nightmare. There's no room for uncertainty. There's no room for doubt. And know this, there's more at stake than just Talos 1. If what happened here, if even one breaks containment, we're all lost. To make this right, someone has to die. I keep having this dream.
Microgravity detected.